Whilst every website should be unique, there are several common pages that you should be including on your website to ensure that your customers and your potential clients and visitors to your website get all the information that they need. So in this video, I'm going to explain those most important pages and why you should prioritize these when you are building or when you are revamping your existing website. So in case you don't know me, my name is Vicky Etherington. I am founder of the Website Mentor, and I help coaches and course creators build their own client-winning websites with confidence. So without further ado, let's dig into the most important pages that you should include on your website. The first one, of course, number one, is the homepage. This is where the magic happens, and it's the page that most potential clients are going to see first, and it's the page where you are most likely to direct people to from the likes of social media, or when you're just talking about your website, or when you're networking. So as the first thing that many visitors are going to see, it's really, really important that your homepage is going to make a good impression. And this is going to determine whether they stay or whether they continue to browse somewhere else or just leave your website. So you have an average of about 7 seconds to convince them that they're in the right place. And in fact, the entire purpose of your homepage and your website generally should be to try and keep people engaged and visiting your website, browsing your website. So you might be thinking that the purpose of your website is to grow your email list or to make sales, but actually the purpose of it is really just to make them stay. That's the primary purpose. Once you crack that, then you can move on to the other things that you're needing people to do on your site. So those 7 seconds, you need to be answering 4 questions that are in everybody's mind when they arrive on a website that they've never visited before. First question is this the right place for them? The second question is, what exactly is it that you do? The third question is, why should they care? And the fourth question is, what should they do next? And when I say why should they care, I'm meaning what's going to differentiate you from everybody else and all the other noise that they're getting bombarded with right now. So you need to make it really, really crystal clear right from the outset why they should hang around and read the content on your website. If you don't answer those questions in 7 seconds or less, then the chances are that they will leave and they will probably never come back. So that's the first page, the home page. The second page is your about page. So it's frequently overlooked, but your about page is one of the most visited pages on your website. So now more than ever, people are wanting to make sure that they know about the business or the people that they're actually going to do business with. They're buying people from people. So your website's about page is a really excellent opportunity for you to showcase you, your business's story, the journey behind your business, and why it's important for you to help them. So you can have an opportunity to connect with people here on more of an emotional level and get them engaged and interested in your business. So you can make storytelling a really active part of your about page, and it's a place where you can invite visitors to really get to know you better, and where you can connect with them on more of an emotional level. So make sure that your about page, even though it's about you, is actually looking at things from your potential client's perspective. So put yourself in their shoes when you're actually writing this page. The third thing is your product or services page. So this is obviously going to be the most important page for converting visitors on your website to become clients or customers. And so this is where you are going to need to share details of your products or services, and you may have more than one page for different products and different services, but on this initial page you're going to outline them. So you're just going to give a snapshot of what it is, the way that people can work with you or the way that they can buy from you. And so it's just going to give a summary of what you offer and how you can help your potential clients. So if you are selling products, for example, then it's really, really important for you to have great photography on this page. You also want to have really, really good descriptions of the services or the products that you are offering. So the fourth page that you need to have on your website is your contact page. And this is where clients or customers are going to come to ask a question or get more information or just reach out and connect with you. So it's going to help build relationships and give them an opportunity and a channel for them to get in touch. Now, different businesses are going to need different information on their contact page. So you may want to include your email address, your phone number, a contact form, or if you're a bricks and mortar business, you may also want to include a physical address and a map. So this is an important piece of the puzzle when you are encouraging people to actually get in touch. You want to make it really, really easy for them. And the fifth page that you should have a look at, which isn't critical from the outset, but is a great way for you to build trust, is a blog page. So your website blog posts are going to enable you to speak directly to the visitors to your website. You can share your experiences and your knowledge and your expertise, and they can play a really, really big part in your content marketing strategy, and they can help more people find you through the likes of Google and other search engines. So when you're writing your blog posts, if you decide that this is something you want to do, you want to try and stay away from making every blog post a sales pitch for your products or services. Instead, you should be using your blog posts to share solutions, behind the scenes insights, and customer reviews or testimonials or case studies, and information that people are going to find useful to create a solution for whatever it is that they are wanting to find a solution for. So a regularly updated blog is also going to help you build trust and expertise, and it might ultimately help convert visitors into paying customers and clients. So those are the 5 most important pages for a visitor to see on your website. Let's just recap what those are. The first one is your home page. Secondly is your about page. Thirdly is your services page. The fourth one is your contact page. And finally, a blog page. But to ensure that your website is legal and operating ethically, you also need to include 2 other pages. The first of those 2 extra pages is your privacy policy, and it's an absolute must-have for every website. And what that does is it lets visitors to your site know what you're going to do with their personal information. And on this page, you're going to let them know how personal data and information is collected, including things like emails or cookies, which are things like tracking pixels, how they're used and stored. And you also need to include whether or not you're going to be sharing any of that data with any kind of third parties. And if you're not sure what to include on your privacy policy, there are some privacy policy generators out there online. Some of them are free, some of them are paid for. And I do have a blog post on the legal aspects of a website that's going to help you keep on track with that, and I'll link to that in the notes below this video. The second legal page that you do need to have on your website is your terms and conditions page. And if you use your website for sales, you're going to need to make sure that you include a terms and conditions for use. But it's also helpful for your website to have this page so that visitors are basically agreeing to use your website in the way that you're intending for them to when they browse it. So you can include rules and guidelines on how your website functions, intellectual property, for example, whether people can copy information from your website. You might want to include copyright or trademark information here, and where your business operates from. So there you have it, the 7 essential pages of every website, and of course you will consider adding more over time, but if you're just wanting to start with the bare bones, these are the ones that you should consider. Ultimately, you might be adding more, such as testimonials pages or case study pages or portfolio pages, but don't neglect the ones that I've mentioned here. And if you're not sure of what content to include on each page, then you can check out my website content kit, which will get you up and running really, really fast with the words and the elements to include on each of those pages that I have mentioned here today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and click on the subscribe to make sure that you get more up-to-date information, tips and tricks around your website and your online marketing. I'm Vicky Etherington, the Website Mentor. Thank you so much for being here and watching today.